Second time facing the option this year, what do you guys take from the first time that can help you now, the second time around?
I mean, seeing anything 2 times, it makes you more comfortable. There's a lot of guys got a lot of meaningful reps in the game against Georgia Tech, so I think it definitely has helped. And then also just the preparation dating back to camp.
And then what are the differences, though? Obviously, they're not going to run the exact same thing. What are the big differences between the two?
Navy runs a lot more different formations than Georgia Tech did, so that's something you got to be on top of. There's different checks that have to be made. There's some carryover, but Navy runs, they'll spread you out a little bit more and do some different things you got to be ready for.
Where's the mindset of this team coming off the loss and now preparing for a game to try to bounce back?
It's good. It's focused. You can't harp on the past. You can't look too far for the future. So it's just, taking intense Tuesday and working Wednesday so far and becoming better and learning and, being focused.
I know you're a guy that, takes it one day at a time, one moment at a time, as you always say. But how frustrating was that 24 hours that after that game when you realized what had happened?
I mean, it's very frustrating, but that was more than 24 hours ago, so I'm not thinking about it anymore.
The team that going on this season has been dominant for a long period, then there's lapses in each game. Is there any common theme you see there? Like there was three touchdowns UMass at the end of the game against Georgia Tech.
I think it's just we all have to focus better. You have to keep your foot on the gas the whole time. There can't be any let up. The other teams, they practice a lot too, so they're talented. They have athletes, and if you let your guard down against anybody, then you're going to get scored on and let up a big play. So it's just keeping that focus that we maintained the majority of the game, the entirety of the game.
So what's the challenge of facing a Navy team that I think Coach Kelly said they've ran plays against you last year that they hadn't ran in 5 years, since 2009. What's the challenge of kind of combing through all that information but not getting overloaded by it when you're looking at film?
Well, I think our coaches do a great job of breaking things down for us and giving us specific things to look at and pulling from the past and just buying into the game plan and studying what is put in front of us. And you can't go back forever and say, oh, they ran this one time 30 years ago. And obviously Navy's going to have an adjustment for everything or a check for everything. They've seen every defense there is, and they have a check for everything. So you just got to be prepared for things to move and maybe be different.
So you almost just have to focus on their kind of base sets, their kind of core concepts, as opposed to the more exotic plays that they'll run.
Well, it's that also in addition to, at the end of the day, if you do your job and, the 10 guys around you do their job on defense, then if they come out something different or tricky, if your eye's right and your key read's right, then you'll end up in a good position.
So is that easy? Does that help when they throw out so many formations at you? Because I think that's another thing Coach Kelly said, that they have more formations than he can count almost.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. And when you if your read's number 2, even if he's not where he normally is, and if you're reading him, then you'll end up in the right spot.